Hey, Horizon Scholars, we are back. And I promised you we're going to talk about fractions this week, so I'm in my kitchen here, right? Fractions, let's talk about first. Fractions are everywhere, whether we know it or not, because fractions actually can equate to decimals and percents. Think about when you see a sign in the store that says 75% off these pair of shoes. No pair of shoes, but just imagine. So 75% is technically 3/4 of that price. So 3/4 of 75. So if we have $1, 3/4 of that would be 75, and $100, 3/4 of that would be 75 off. So that equates to $25 a shoe. That's probably over your head. It's kind of over my head. But I promise today that I'm in my kitchen and I promise that I'm going to have some food. So first thing, when we're working with fractions and food, we want to wash our hands. So I'm going to go over here, put some soap, lather it down right. This is going to be very quick. This is something you can do at home, right? Rub my hands. And I have 3 types of candy. All can be equated to fractions, right? So, Twizzlers, right? Here we go. In each Twizzler, there are 10. Okay? If I was to break this in half, right? Here we go. And there's 10. Half of 10 is 5. So now I'm looking at, now I have each individual part is 10. Now, if there are a total of 10 Twizzlers, that means I have a whole group because I've not eaten any. But if I take 5 away from this whole group, if I take that half, I have 5. Half of 10 is 5, so that equates to 1/2, right? Let's see. Let's put them all together. Here we go. Let's break them apart now. We're going to break our Twizzlers apart. So 1/10, because we have 10, so that means there's 10 of them. So we have 1/10, 2/10, 3/10, 4/10, 5/10, 6/10, 7/10, 8/10, 9/10, and then when we get to that number, when it's the same number over, if the numerator and the denominator are the same, then that becomes 1, or 10/10. So if I get rid of 3, how many parts do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7/10 left. Okay? Then we can eat. So if I eat 1, right? I no longer have 10, right? I now have 9. So now I have to redo. This is all 9, right? But if I take 1 away now, I'm at 8/9. We can eat these later. Hershey chocolate bar. So there are 12 equal parts on a Hershey bar. That's what fractions mean, that they're all equal. Each thing is equal. So here's 1/12, 2/12, 3/12, 4/12, 5/12, 6/12, 7/12, 8/12, 9/12, until you get to 1. And 1, when they're all the equal parts are there, that means there's 1. So if I break it in part now, we have 12 equal parts, right? Half of that's so 1/2, because when I put it together, it's a whole, right? But I take it apart, it's a half. How many halves are in 12? 6. So now we're looking at 1/2, 6 over 12. But if I got rid of the top, right, you can really look at it 3 different ways. You look at a half, or I got rid of the top. I was getting rid of a third, right? So put it back together. All right. Get the top off. So I got rid of 1. How many 12s do I have left? Correct. 11 12. If I got rid of 3, how many 12s do I have left? Good question. 9 12. 9 12 is actually equivalent to 1 over 3. Another way to look at that is if I had just broken the parts in parts. So you can break that down, right? So there's fraction. What about these? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in fractions equivalent to a quarter, right? 1 quarter. Each part is 25. I want to break it in half. So that means 2/4 is the same as 1/2. If I take 1 away, I'm now at 3/4, right? Take 2 more away, now I'm at 1/4 left of the candy. Then I have all these, right? Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Oh, 5. Let's look at 5. You look at that like that in the $20 bills, right? 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5. Pretend they were 20. Each part is actually worth 20 of that whole number, that whole part. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Took 2 away, I'm at 3/5. Wow, 3/5. Now, if I wanted to add, you had 1/5, you had 2/5, and I had 2/5. There's our extra over there, but we had 2/5. How many parts do we have together, right? 2/5 plus 2/5 is actually 4/5. We don't add the bottom denominator, which is our bottom number. We always will add the top. Same thing when we subtract. We always will subtract the top number versus the bottom number. Okay? So, I want you to charge you when you go out to the store, go looking in the candy section and be like, hey, let me buy some candy so I can play with some fractions. But I have a cool, death-defying challenge for you coming up after this. But first, let's have a little snack. Candy. I don't know how much that is left. Who knows? I don't. But you do, because we just learned some fractions. Remember, fractions are everywhere. Fractions are at stores, they're in their homes. We eat them with candy. Fractions are everywhere. Remember, it's just how many equal parts can you break down that number into? Be safe.